it going? It's been a rough few days since Hurricane Helene came onshore Florida and went to the Carolinas and Tennessee and Georgia. And if you haven't seen the devastation, the photos, the videos, it's terrible. Well, it's gonna take years for some of those homes and businesses to come back. Well, all we can do is what we can to assist. There are lots of people there helping. There are ways that we can all help. We can donate. We can pray for them. And it's going to take a lot of time and effort for them to get their lives back. Some people won't get their lives back because they perished in the storm. So I definitely am sending my thoughts, my condolences, my heartfelt condolences to those who are related to friends or family who were lost in the storm. Now, we have another storm headed towards Florida. I live in Florida. And this is a really big storm. This storm, it looks like it covers such a wide area that as it moves towards Florida, it looks like it will almost cover the entire state, except for the far north and the far south. Now, the prediction is that it's going to enter in the area of Tampa and then cross over, which would be crossing through the center of the state and then back over to the Atlantic Ocean side. So I wanted to pull a few cards and see, I mean, right now, or well, the last time I watched the weather radar, they were saying that the storm would come on possibly Wednesday night, lasting through the day on Thursday, and that it may hit as a category 3. So, all right, so right now, or like I said, when I last saw the forecast or the radar, they said that it's currently a category 5, and it hasn't even reached the center of the Gulf of Mexico yet, which is typically where they gain strength. So if it's a 5 already and it's down near Cancun, Mexico, as it crosses into the Gulf, I mean, if it's already a 5, so I have questions. And also, the meteorologists are saying that as it approaches and reaches land, that there's some kind of a current that's approaching. I guess it's a steering current a steering front maybe, that I guess by it colliding with that, it will slow it from a 5 down to a 3 or a 2. Well, we can only hope that something's gonna diminish it before it hits land. Because if it's a 5 right now and it's approaching very hot temperature waters, so my question is, well, my first question is, will this storm, Hurricane Milton, will it actually slow down? Meaning, I don't want to say slow down because, oh, that'd be awful if it's slowed down and stalled. So let's find out if it's going to actually go from a 5 down to a 3 or a 2 at landfall. Okay, I've got my tarot regular Rider-Waite deck, and I'm asking, I've already called in my guides, my angels, and of course I'm praying that Florida is spared through a miracle. I'm always asking for a miracle. You know, if it's gonna come by way of Florida, may it do the least harm. All right. So will this category 5 actually go down to, will it go down to a 3 or a 2 at landfall, for Florida's landfall? All right, I'm just pulling 5 cards. All right, so the first card out is the 7 of Pentacles. These are the meteorologists working very hard to get us as accurate a prediction as possible. They have a lot of models that they're looking at, and the models are showing those spaghetti lines. So they're studying very intently. This is what this is about. They're really trying to get this right for us. Okay. And the next card I pulled is the 3 of Wands. This is about everybody waiting to see what this thing is going to do. It is a wait and see, because you know, you can use all of the models, and you're looking at other steering currents, you're looking at past behaviors of storms, typical ways that they've done in the past. But anyway, all right, the next card I have is this the Chariot. I'm feeling like this is letting us know that it's going to speed up. It's going to pick up speed, which I feel is a good thing, because the last thing we need is for this thing to come and then sit on top of us and dump rain constantly, and just winds and rain. And you know, it's the last thing we need. We need it to move quick. We need it to go wherever it's gonna go. All right, and the next card is the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, I'm feeling like this is about the relief efforts that are available to us. Although FEMA is extremely busy with what has just occurred less than 2 weeks ago in Tennessee, Georgia, North Carolina, they're ready. They are ready, preparing to assist, to bring aid and comfort to Floridians. Okay? And then the final card, and again, my question was, will this storm diminish from a Cat 5 to a Cat 3 or 2? And I get the 3 of Cups, which is a yes card. And it's a celebratory card. So, I mean, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that, this thing won't be as devastating as many are fearing it to be. All right. So that was my first question is, will this thing really diminish from a 5? So I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Okay. Now my next question is, okay, so a category 2 or 3 is still no party. It still can be devastating for some people depending on where they are located. If they are on the coast, or if they're in an area that is like a flood zone, because we're already getting a lot of rain, and this is going to be a heavy, I guess, rain and wind event. And then also these things also spawn tornadoes. So, I mean, hurricanes they're nothing to play around with. Even a category 1 is not something you can go, oh, it's just a 1. I mean, a 1 is bad. A 2 is bad. A 3 is really bad. A 4 is, oh my gosh. And a 5? Okay, so my next question is, how's Florida gonna do overall? I know the coast is gonna get it rough, but overall, how will Hurricane Milton impact Central Florida? I'll say it like that. Okay. All right. 5 cards. Okay. Well, my first card out is the 5 of Cups. All right. This is, it's not good. But it's also letting us know that it's not complete devastation. There will be loss. There will be loss. But there are 2 cups still standing. So there will be loss, but it won't be a complete loss. And the next card is the Fool card. So what I'm feeling when this card is coming around or coming out is that there are going to be some people who are not or did not heed the warning. And it's not going to be a good thing for them. So there are some people that feel like they, maybe want to take the risk when they are on the coast or on the barrier islands or causeways. They decide to ride things out. Sometimes they want to ride things out in their boat. I mean, there are people who are just not going to heed the warning, and they're going to take the risk of riding it out, and we're going to hear about it. And there's going to be some stories about what they experienced. And the next card is the Hierophant. And this can be about higher power, or I believe this is the government coming in. I believe this is about FEMA coming in. This is people that are able to come or able to help. And also, this is also about our higher, our angels. There's definitely going to be some help for those who need it on all levels. And the next card is the Nine of Swords. There will be a lot of people that are worried and stressed out about this, what's going on with their situation, with their homes, with destruction of even their jobs. Sometimes it's not always about your personal property. Sometimes it has to do with your workplace and whether you have a workplace to go to. So I'm kind of getting that feeling with some of the stories that will be coming out of this particular storm. And the last card is the Seven of Swords. Now, this card, to me, it can mean that someone might be trying to get away with something or steal something, but I am getting that this is about I feel, this is what I'm feeling this means, that Florida is going to make out better than expected. Again, there will be people and businesses that are affected, and some that will be gravely affected. I'm not saying that Florida will totally dodge this bullet, but it will not be total devastation to the magnitude of actually some of the things that I have witnessed online, seen in Tennessee, in North Carolina. It's utter devastation there. There are whole towns that are lost. So let's just keep our wits about us and pull together as we do in these situations, and prepare for the worst, hope for the best, and hey, that's all we can do. And just know that this too shall pass. We have an active end of hurricane season this season, so this may not be the last one, before the end of November. I'm not feeling like that it will be another one to affect Florida, but I do feel like there's going to be another one. Maybe I'll do another reading on where I feel like there may be other activity. But right now we're focused on helping people right now who have already been affected by Hurricane Helene and preparing for the approaching Hurricane Milton. All right, everybody. Thank you for listening, and let's just keep it positive and prepare. All right? Take care. Namaste.